In this video, I am going to explain what is digital real estate in a simple way that anybody can understand, anyone from an 11-year-old, 10-year-old child, all the way up to a senior that's retired. And I'm going to do that so people can actually understand, because we hear this term, digital real estate. Some people think it's the metaverse. Some people think it's NFTs. Some people think it's this, that, and the rest. I'm going to break it down very simply for you guys on this video. My name is Nick Wood. I've been doing digital real estate, which I'm going to get into about what the heck that actually is. I've been doing this for over 8 years now, and I have made every single mistake in the book, literally lost millions of dollars, wasted a bunch of my years. I wouldn't say I wasted, because I learned a lot of things, but I have had many years where I did not make much money, and it seemed like a waste at the time. But I think I needed to do that. I know I needed to do that in order for me to be in a position in 2020 where we scaled our business, where we do exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video, to $100,000 per month, and we have not looked back since. So that's just a little bit about me, and maybe a reason why you should listen to me. But I always say this: trust no one, question everything, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because for all you know, I'm just another scammer on the internet. Okay, so if you believe me, you're going to believe everybody. So guys, digital real estate, I've heard it explained many ways. This is my favorite explanation. Okay, so let's talk about regular real estate investing. And I think everybody should know that, but for the people that are 11 or have an 11-year-old brain like me that don't know what real estate investing, it's very simple. What you do is you go and acquire properties like a house. Sometimes it could be a commercial building, because sometimes it's a duplex or a fourplex, or an apartment building. Okay, you go and you acquire that property. Typically, you do it through a bank. I'm not going to get too much into it, but you go and you buy the property. Okay, and then what you do is you go and you get somebody else to pay for the rent or the mortgage, right? Either way you think about it. Somebody's going to go and they're going to pay you rent, and that is going to cover the money that you're paying the bank for that property, right? And what happens is, when you get a tenant in there or a renter, they pay you that money. Whatever you make on top of the money that you have to pay to the bank, that is your cash flow. Okay. And that's it. That's real estate investing in a nutshell. And you buy properties, you have people rent them out, and you make money every single month. And that's why they say it's passive income. Now, of course, that's another conversation. Nothing's truly passive, but that is what real estate investing is. And so when we're talking about digital real estate, it's just like real estate, but you just add digital on top. Okay. So instead of going and acquiring properties or building properties, building like physical properties, we are going and we are buying or building web properties. And what I mean by web properties is a website, a simple website. In fact, I'm going to show you one here in just a second, but we build a simple website, or buy a simple website in some cases. And then what we do is that website, if you get it to show up at the top of Google, you do a few things in terms of SEO, which is search engine optimization. You get it to show up at the top of Google, the phone is going to ring, and you're going to have leads coming in. And so all you're going to do is, instead of going and getting, a homeowner to rent your website, you're going to get a business owner to rent your website. Now, what does renting mean? Renting means they're buying the calls from you. So that's it, guys. That you, instead of a website, instead of a house, you have a website. Instead of a tenant, you have a business owner. And instead of giving them a place to live, you are giving them phone calls, which are leads. That's it. So the way that I think about it, it's like I'm out there building a digital real estate portfolio, but instead of having it in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, shout out to Alabama, except for last week was not good. That was heartbreaker on that. Gosh dang it, Tennessee. Anyway, instead of having a specific area you're building it in, you are building it in the interwebs, which means you can do it anywhere from anywhere, and you can get as many of these properties as you want. Okay. So that said, really quick, I'm sure some of you guys have seen a bunch of my examples, but I am going to quickly go over to trusty Google. Let me share my screen really quick. Stay with me 2 more minutes just to show you guys an example for those of you that don't know what it is. And that's it. Okay. So I'm going to use an example. Let's use one of my sites in St. George, which is where I spend about half my time these days. So we're going to type in concrete St. George, Utah. You can do this in any city, by the way. It doesn't have to be a big city. It doesn't have to be a small city. This is a medium city. This is like a 200,000 population, or maybe even less. Okay. And if you see right here, Concrete St. George UT, you're gonna, these, by the way, these are a bunch of ads, so this isn't really it. But if you scroll down just a little bit here, you're gonna see I'm showing up at the top of what they call the organic rankings, okay? Which means I've done the SEO, I've done the ninja tricks that people think are so hard to do to get my website to pull up for concrete and concrete contractors and concrete patio, etc. Things that people search when they need concrete, okay? Excuse me. And this is my digital real estate property right here. stgeorgeconcreteco.com. I own this property. This is my house. This is my digital house. And when people call that phone number, it goes to, not to me anymore. It goes directly to the business owner who I've partnered with, and it tracks the calls and it records the calls. And I am out of the equation. The only thing that I do is I make sure this thing stays ranked at the top of Google. I make sure my business owner's answering the phone. I make sure he's making money on his deals, as much so as I possibly can. And that is it. Now, this website right here, we haven't logged into, done anything on in about, I would say, I would be 100% confident saying at least 2+ years. We check in with the business owner, as much as we can. I personally don't. I have a team that does that, but we do that, a couple times a year. And that is it. And guess what, guys? When I started scaling this up, I did it again and again and again and again. So you kind of just have to picture this as you are building this portfolio of digital assets, digital real estate houses, digital real estate properties out on the internet, and you are renting them to local business owners. So instead of having, you got like a Sam Zell who's got however many physical properties, you get to be wherever you want. Right now, I'm in Dubai. And I have properties in St. George, which is in Utah. I have properties in Nevada. I have properties in South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas. I think I said Alabama already, maybe not. Alabama, Arkansas. I mean, I've got properties in a lot of states. Not every state. I typically avoid states like California, New York. They're just not my favorite states. But that's it, guys. That is it. You build a website, you rank it on Google, you rent it to a local business owner, you get paid, they make money because they're closing leads, and it's a win-win situation. So that said, guys, if you want to learn more about this business model, we have a free Discord channel, we have a free Facebook group, we have a free training, all in the description of this video. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video.